Mr. Mitchell,
Yes.
stepping back on this, a lot hinges on the difference between, in your argument, between the term office and officer.
Yes.
And I guess I'm wondering, what theory do you have from an original understanding or a textualist perspective why those two terms so closely related would carry such different weight?
Because it's clear from the constitutional text that there are officers that do not hold offices under the United States. For example, the Speaker of the House and the President pro tempore, they're described as officers in Article 1 who are chosen by the legislature. They also have to be officers if they're able to be covered by the Presidential Succession Act, because under the Constitution, only officers can serve when there's a vacancy in both the presidency and the vice presidency. So they're officers, but they're not offices under the United States because of the incompatibility clause, which says that if you're a member of Congress, you cannot simultaneously hold an office under the United States. So that provision of the Constitution clearly demonstrates that members of Congress can't hold offices.
I appreciate that
Yes.
response. Is there anything in the original drafting, history, discussion that you think illuminates why that distinction would carry such profound weight?
Not of which we're aware. So these are textual inferences that we're drawing from constitutional structure, intratextualist analysis.
Yeah.
But we aren't relying necessarily on the thought processes of the people who drafted these provisions because they're unknowable, but even if they were knowable, we're not sure they would be relevant in any event, because this language, especially in Section 3, was enacted as a compromise. There were certainly radical Republicans who wanted to go much further. If you look at some of the earlier drafts that were proposed, some people wanted to ban all insurrectionists from holding office, regardless of whether they previously swore an oath. Some people wanted to go further and ban them even from voting.
Thank you, counsel. I just have